Welcome to the Scioto Valley Game of the Week, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And good evening, everybody, from Waverly High School here in Tigertown. Day 2 of a 2-straight-day opening series for the Waverly Tigers in the SOC3. Here yesterday, where the Tigers knocked off Portsmouth West 6-0. And tonight, another conference opponent, as the Valley Indians have made the trek from Lucasville and are here to take on the Waverly Tigers. This is Hayden Milliken joining you here, as always, for the Scioto Valley Game of the Week on Total Media Sports. Glad to be here and glad you could join us here for this contest. Here in just a few moments, we'll have the starting lineups for both sides. The Valley Indians, coached by head coach Nolan Crabtree. I believe he also coached football this year. And also the Waverly Tigers, of course, coached by Coach Knob, Jeff Noble, and assistants Jeff Davis and Tim Frederick, also Zach Alexander out there. And here in a minute, we'll get to the starting lineups for the Tigers and the Indians. Thank you all for joining us on the live stream. So we'll be with you in just a moment. This game is scheduled to start at around 5 o'clock. We'll have the coaches meeting and then the start of this one here this evening. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first break and then come back with the starting lineups for the Valley Indians and the Waverly Tigers here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here at Waverly High School, Hayden Milliken here with you about 8 minutes before the start of this contest this evening between the Valley Indians and the Waverly Tigers. Got the starting lineups here for both sides as advertised. Again, the Valley Indians under Coach Nolan Crabtree. Here's the rotation for them this evening. At center field and also batting, this is the batting order. We got Gabe McNeil, number 11. Number 8, the catcher, Jake and Rideout. The third base, number 19, Tate Queen. Pitcher, number 2, Carson Powell. Powell will be opening up for the Valley Indians pitching. We'll see how long he lasts. At first base, Nolan Barnett. Right field, Nick Queen, number 3. Number 4, Hunter Cunningham at shortstop. Designated hitter is going to be Colin Green. And at second base is going to be Parker Robinson. So again, the lineup, McNeil, Rideout, Queen, Powell, Barnett, Queen, Cunningham, Green at DH, and Robinson. And as for the Waverly Tigers, a lot of similarities compared to last night. The biggest differences, however, coming in the outfield and a couple infield position changes as well to note. First up, batting first for the Tigers and playing shortstop this evening. He played second base last night. Is going to be Cage Alexander. He's number 1. Then number 24, Caleb Cox, is going to be at second base. And so they're swapping. Cox played at short, and Cage Alexander played at second base. Tonight, they're reversing their roles, and Cox will be at second, and Cage will be at short. And pitching this evening, no Spriggs tonight. It's going to be Hunter Houck pitching, the Hawkman, number 10. We got catcher Will Armstrong, number 4. Got Liam Cross at first base, Cross remaining at first. And now here are the outfield changes, at least the beginning of it. Of course, Tegan Hurt is going to be back in this one at right field. Hurt hasn't played since the contest against Hillsborough at VA Memorial Stadium. In that contest, Hurt was the leadoff pitcher for the Waverly Tigers before he was relieved by Ramey. Designated hitter tonight is Eli Parker. Then also we got at third base Sawyer Myers. And time about people returning to competition this evening. Lane Bear going to see some action. He's going to be playing left field. And then last in the batting lineup for the Waverly Tigers this evening and playing center field tonight is going to be Mason Sparks. So the lineup for the Tigers, Alexander, Cox, Hauk, Armstrong, Cross, Hurt, Parker, Myers, Bear, and Sparks. A little bit of a look there at what Coach Knob and the Waverly Tigers have in store this evening. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We got First National Bank of Waverly, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lugan Tire. We got Kirchhoff Automotive and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies making tonight's broadcast possible. So thank you to our sponsors here this evening. The Valley Indians right now in the infield warming up for this contest. My first look at Valley this season. Can't wait to see how Valley can do. And we'll see also how the Waverly Tigers can hold up as well. Getting some momentum after that 6-0 win last night. Clouds a little bit darker here this evening. Looks like no rain just yet on the forecast. Tomorrow, however, looks like the rain will return, unfortunately, for those wondering. And, well, we had quite a few days of rain, as you know, and just now able to get some baseball in. And 2 straight days of baseball. First time in a while we've actually had that. So, again, tonight, Waverly taking on Valley. And also looking again ahead, weather pending, the Waverly Tigers, their run, of course, continues Friday. They go to VA Memorial Stadium, take on the Oak Hill Oaks. Saturday, they will take on Vinton County at Vinton County. Get Valley's schedule here after a while. But while the Indians warm up, the Tigers getting ready as well. They're in the dugout. And you see Coach Jeff Davis out there. And I was told very, very specifically when Coach was up here a moment ago to not jinx his truck. Yesterday, I got to apologize for that one because Coach Jeff Davis, the general, has parked his truck in the exact same spot for, I'd like to say, he said almost 16 years. And with all that being said, has never once had it hit. So I do not want to be the reason that that one happens. And, all right. And looks like we might be a few minutes behind here as the general just shouted up here to us that the umpires are running a little bit late here tonight. So we'll see if that affects start time at all here. Probably will bump it back by at least a few minutes until the umpires arrive. No sign of them just yet, but kind of at a standstill at the moment until the umpires make their way over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one more break here on Total Media Sports, and I'll be right back here with you to discuss tonight's contest between Valley and Waverly.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, a telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Waverly High School for tonight's contest between the Waverly Tigers and the Valley Indians. For those just tuning in, if you're wondering about the slight delay, apparently the umpires are running a little bit late and still no sign of them down here on the sidelines anywhere. So it looks like the umpires are yet to arrive. They should be here at about any moment, and when they get here, we'll have this contest, but not a moment any sooner than that, unless, of course, someone happens to be an OHSAA-sanctioned umpire and feels the need to go down there. We're going to be waiting just a few minutes. And here we go again. We got Matt Snodgrass up here. He's DJing this game as he DJs every contest. And he, once again, I have to call him out for this, once again playing this trap remix of Kenny Rogers, the Gambler. Talk about a way to get warmed up, though, and get hyped. Apparently, all you got to do is play a trap remix of the Gambler. Now, I was told he's got one in the back burner here this evening as well. I'm not going to spoil that one just in case anyone can hear it in the background while I'm talking here. But there's one just waiting in the back burner here for everybody. Another trap remix, as we were told by Matt Snodgrass. And, of course, Matt also working PA here this evening. And looks like he's, of course, always, he's got this playlist here. And you'll notice some common themes as well with this, something to talk about. Of course, one thing being, obviously, the, of course, makeshift. Of course, you can't do a seventh inning stretch when this is not a 9-inning game. So I was told, of course, he's supposed to do it around the bottom of the fifth. And that'll be the seventh inning stretch makeshift. They were calling him out earlier about it being at the top of the sixth yesterday when it was supposed to be at the bottom of the fifth inning. Now, hopefully he learned from that one. And but no, we got the seventh inning stretch. And it looks like General about to give a signal up here. I don't know if the umpires have arrived yet or not. Hopefully that's what this is for. Waiting to see if they're going to show up here. But not only does he do that, also, yeah, he's got one song here. Of course, you can't go without Stevie Wonder. And he plays one song, that being Superstition, during every single Waverly Tigers home game. There's a little bit more to that story, but this guy spends a lot of time here around the Waverly baseball field, Waverly athletics in general. Of course, if you listen to any of the Waverly football broadcasts over the past few years on the radio, of course, more than a few years at this point, of course, you've heard him and also General down here on the sidelines, and Todd Harris, who hangs out with him as well. And I feel bad for this guy having to be the +1 for those two, and I don't know how he has been able to do it for as long as he has done it. But I have to admit it is commendable that he has been able to put up with those two individuals for as long as he has been able to put up with those two individuals. Again, waiting here for the start of this contest for those wondering. The umpires running just a little bit late here. The General stepping out. We're waiting the arrival of the umpires. And when the umpires show up, we will have the start of this contest. Valley in their dugouts, Waverly in their dugout as well. I'd like to once again thank our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, Kirchhoff Automotive, Clinkers Lumber, and Builder Supplies. We've also got First National Bank and Bakken Hornback Funeral Home, sponsors of tonight's broadcast and the entire Side of Valley Game of the Week. So again, thank you to those local businesses. And if you want to take part in this as well, if you want to sponsor these broadcasts, not too hard to do. All you got to do is reach out to Total Media if you're a local Pike or Ross County business. Get a hold of us, and we will put you on the rotation. Of course, there are a few different sponsorship options for those curious. Some different tiers here, different options. So different things to invest into, depending on your interest, to take a look at when it comes to that. So still waiting here for the start of this one. This one was supposed to start a few minutes ago. It is now 5:03. We had initially a tentative 5 p.m. opening pitch. However, it is currently uncertain at the moment the exact starting time of this. And it is getting a little windy out here, and it is a little cool as well this evening, may I add. Of course, the last few days, it's been a little cool, a little chilly out. Of course, we just got off all the heavy rain and tornado-like winds and the heavy flooding to go with it. And now to boot, we have just everything. We got a lot going on here with the cold weather. Just lately, Mother Nature has not been playing in the favor of anybody around here. Of course, in the last week or so, a lot of baseball games in the region had to be canceled, postponed, whatever the case may be, because they were unable to play with all the rain and just the heavy weather. And there are some schools, I believe, even today, because their fields are still recovering in certain places, there are still some spots around here where I believe they are still not quite able to play just yet. But most places, like here in Waverly, of course, it was a little wet and muddy, especially out in the outfield. But it's at a point now where, of course, it is playable. And looks like it's pretty good out there. We got our cameras all the way back there. Also, shout out as always to our stream crew. We got Julian Villarreal and Daniel Schumacher out on the center field camera. Julian set up here right next to me, so he has the dubious distinction of sitting up here for 2 hours having to put up with me. I feel bad for him in more ways than one. Imagine having to sit up here with this guy running his jibs for 2 hours, and that counts still having to listen to it during commercial breaks. So, we got just a few minutes here, hopefully, until the start of this contest. Again, we've also got the live chat going on in the live stream. So anybody, of course, want to look at the YouTube live chat and cheer on either the Tigers, Valley Indians, whoever you might want to cheer on. Also tonight, talking about SOC competition. In the SOC2, of course, there are 3 layers of the Southern Ohio Conference. In the SOC2, the Eastern Eagles are taking on the Sims Valley Vikings tonight. And, of course, that one's going to be live streamed as well on Total Media Sports over in Beaver. That's a home game. Got the Mad Mike Davis and Rockin' Raj over there for that one, I believe. So while we're waiting here for the umpires to get ready, still not seeing them yet, we're going to take one more break. We'll be back here in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here at Waverly High School, still waiting for the start of this one. A bit delayed because of the lateness of the umpires. Do not see them just yet. But again, while we're waiting on them, sitting right here, Hayden Milliken up here with you in the Waverly Tigers press box. And, of course, one thing I love about Waverly here, this beautiful 2-floor press box up here. Of course, got ourselves a heater if it gets a little too cool. You got about everything up here. It's like paradise up in here. Enjoy calling a baseball game from up here in a wonderful view. You can see the outfield almost perfectly up here from the second floor. You can see left field, right field, center just perfectly. And I got to admit, I love it. Also tonight, we got a couple other streams in the 740 region going on Total Media Sports. One of them being Gallia Academy in Rock Hill, and the Jackson Ironmen. I believe they take on the Hillsboro Indians in FAC competition. Of course, Waverly took on Hillsboro and beat them by a score of 4-2. So we'll see how they do in conference play. Jackson, of course, one of the tougher teams in the Frontier Athletic Conference. But there are, of course, teams like Chillicothe, Washington Courthouse, Miami Trace, especially this year on the rise as well. And they've been looking really, really good. Also tonight, a couple games in the region worth looking out for in the Pike, Ross County area within the Scioto Valley. Tonight, the Piketon Red Streaks, of course, they're on a little bit of a winning streak after losing on opening day. Piketon is taking on a very tough opponent, the Uniota Shermans tonight. And that one is at Uniota. So we'll see if maybe, just maybe, I can possibly, I got some sources, see if maybe I can get a couple score updates for that one. No promises. Yesterday, I said I would try to get the Eastern scores during the game and was unable to do so there. They actually lost to Green in that contest by a score of 10-0. And tell them to kill the music. Still waiting on something. They're going to go ahead and do the lineup and the national anthem while we wait for everybody to get in position. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick it over here to the national anthem in just a moment. Let you all listen in on that. in just a second here. And then whenever everybody gets here and everybody gets in position, we'll have the start of this one between Waverly and Valley. So keep it right here as we're going to kick it over to PA announcer Matt Snodgrass.
Waverly City Schools for tonight's SOC 3 contest between the Lucasville Valley Indians and your Waverly Tigers. The starting lineup for the Waverly Tigers: at shortstop, number 1, Cage Alexander. Second base, number 24, Caleb Cox. The pitcher, number 10, Hunter Hauk. The catcher, number 4, Will Armstrong. The first baseman, number 21, Liam Cross. The right fielder, number 9, Tegan Hurt. The designated hitter, number 14, Eli Parker. The third baseman, number 2, Sawyer Myers. The left fielder, number 7, Lane Bear. And in center field, number 12, Mason Sparks.
Getting ready here in just a moment for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you all please stand? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So there you have it, the playing of the national anthem and also the introduction of the home team, the Waverly Tigers. And the umpires have made their way here. Coach Knob at home plate. Should have Coach Crabtree over in a moment. Have the coaches meeting, and yes, sir, here he comes. Going to meet up here, so we're only seconds away at this point from Waverly Tiger baseball. A little bit of a delay, but thank you all for sticking through it here with us. About 10 minutes or so behind now that the umpires are here. We can have the contest again for Valley. Real quick, we'll go over the starters for them. You heard the ones for Waverly a moment ago. In this order, it'll be McNeil, Rideout, Queen, Powell, Barnett. Also, Nick Queen, or two Queens. Tate Queen will bat first, and then later in the rotation will be Nick, and then Hunter Cunningham, Colin Green, and Parker Robinson. And also some other players here on the the Valley squad we have here. Don't know who will see any action or not. Probably not many of these, but just shouting them out. Of course, some of the varsity Indians. Thad Lansing, Gavin Day, Brady Haynes, Gavin Hanna, Logan Howard, Jared Kennison, Braden Kingery, Caden Lute, Hunter Sparks, Carson Stewart, and Kason Zeber. Hopefully I said that one correctly. Zeber or Zyber. We'll get a little bit of clarity on that one. And now that the umpires have met with the coaches, getting ready here for this one. Batting first again for Valley will be the center fielder in just a moment, that being Gabe McNeil. You see Rideout right behind him. Hunter Hauk getting a few warm-up pitches in as well. Hauk again starting as starting pitcher tonight for the Waverly Tigers. Houck is going to pitch for Waverly. Of course, this is his first home outing. I'm unaware if he's played yet or not on the road. Of course, been a couple road games in South Webster, and of course the split doubleheader that Waverly was a part of at Memphis when they played Gaia Academy and South Point. But at least on the home side of things, this is Hunter Houck's first trip to the mound here this season. And of course, if you're Waverly, one thing, you want to hope that the momentum continues from yesterday. Talking about, you take a look at just everything yesterday. Great hitting in the first 2 innings. The 6 runs all came in the first and second inning. And also a great performance to boot at the mound by Spriggs, who was pitching for Waverly. So you throw those things into consideration. Spriggs played the entire contest. Houck has some big shoes to fill coming into this one. And we'll see if Waverly can continue this. Of course, you see Waverly also wearing different jerseys here this evening. Yesterday, they wore their black uniforms, and looks like, of course, there's going to be a few lineup changes here possibly in a moment, just the way we have it compared to them. Gabe McNeil is number 30. They originally had him as number 11 on the lineup, so Gabe McNeil is batting at number 30 tonight. Just a bit of a number changer. Everything else is still correct. Gabe McNeil is just wearing number 30 instead of his regular number 11. So McNeil, the center fielder, coming in as Houck's first pitch coming to start this contest. And that one is going to be a little bit low for ball 1. 1-0 the count here to McNeil. Houck's first pitch outside. It's going to be popped towards left field, but it's going to be fouled. He thought he had it on base, however, it went into foul territory. McNeil realizes, and he's making his way back over. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabe McNeil. One and one pitch coming here from Hunter Houck. And it is going to be line drive into left field, unable to reel it in. And looks like McNeil is going to make it on first with a single. 1 Indian on base out of the starting gate, and now Jacob Rideout, the catcher, making his way up to bat. Bit of a miscommunication over there with Waverly, unable to bring it in. And now Jacob Rideout going to come up here, see what he can do for Valley. With 1 Indian on base, just starting this contest in the top of the first. First offering here from Houck, and this is going to be fouled. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Jacob Rideout. 1 Indian on base. The 0-1 pitch coming from Houck, and it is going to drop a little low, 1-1. A little bit of a curve there. Goes low, and 1 ball, 1 strike is going to be the count to Rideout. Houck stepping off for a second, comes back. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, and this one is going to be popped up and fouled. Another foul, and that one goes way outside. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the top of the first inning. 2-2 pitch is going to be a swing and a miss, and there's out number 1 for Valley as Rideout strikes out. And strikeout number 1 for Hunter Houck.
Number 19, Queen.
Tate Queen, the third baseman, coming up to bat for the Valley Indians. 1 out, 1 on base, 0-0 the score here in the top of the first inning. Just getting started here. A little bit of a delayed start here in Tigertown, but getting underway now. Houck's first pitch to Tate is going to be a little low, but looks like sliding into second base safely is going to be Gabe McNeil. So a steal for McNeil will now put him on second base. Slides in, close play at second base, however unable to reel it in, and Gabe McNeil will now be on second. That was going to be A ball, so 1-0 count. In the infield, of course, Tate Queen plays third base. We'll see him just a little bit later. The 1-0 pitch coming here in just a moment. And it is going to be strike one. Get in the corner. One ball, one strike, and one out here with one on base. McNeil at second. Stepping back here for a second. Looks like McNeil may be thinking about something. Possibly trying to throw Houck off guard here a little bit. Looking back here. Here comes the 1-1. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. And there is out number two.
Powell.
And Powell coming up to bat. Carson Powell, the pitcher for the Indians. Two down here with one on base. Another strikeout for Houck. He's already got two here in the top of the first. And here's the pitch, and this one is going to be just a little short and going to be foul ball. Got a little bit of that one. Just didn't go far. 0-1 the count. No balls, one strike. Carson Powell. And it is going to get the inside corner for strike two. 0-2 the count. Two outs for the Valley Indians. Big 0-2 pitch coming here, and this one is going to be a wild pitch, and McNeil off the pass ball will make it to third base. McNeil now just around the corner. He's at third. And the leading run there. 1-2 the count. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be outside. 2-2, even count. Two balls, two strikes. That one was just about outside there by Houck. Two coming, and this one is going to be full count. That was actually ball four, so he is going to make it to first. I guess okay, so he jumped the ball here a little bit. He jumped the gun. Out here, can't really see the scoreboard that well to keep track with the ball strike count. So if I am ever just a little bit off, please accept my humble apologies time to time. It is full count. Full count pitch coming, and that one is going to be low. And now we got runners on the corners, as Powell is on first and McNeil is at third base.
Number 6.
Wasn't a walk a moment ago, but it is indeed now. Nolan Barnett, the first baseman, batting for Valley, with two outs here in the top of the first inning. 0-0 the score. Leading run is at third. And the pitch coming, and this one is going to be a little high. Ball one.
Settle down, Hawk.
One ball, no strikes. Here comes Doc Man's pitch. Outside, ball two. Has two strikeouts here in the first inning. The 2-0 count, and here's the pitch, and this is going to be fouled. 2 balls, 1 strike. Look at Houck over here. He's trying to get the tag. Is he going to be able to get it? And hot pursuit here on Powell. And they're trying to get it. And looks like he got it over to first base to Cross. And the play is going to be made as looks like Powell does make it over to second base. Powell able to steal second, but not without going through an uphill battle to do so. And here's the pitch, and this is going to be another foul, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third for Valley. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be a little, they got a little bit of it, but it's going to be in foul territory. Doesn't go far, so will be marked foul ball. Count remains 2-2. A little bit of a score update. Looks like Jackson has a 1-0 lead over the Hillsboro Indians right now. See if we can get one for Eastern and Sims Valley as well here. Steps out here for called time. Don't have one just at the moment for Eastern. And then, of course, us over here where the score is tied at 0 here in the first inning. And there's a pitch, and looks like it's going to be full count. Close one right there, but 3 balls, 2 strikes to count full. And the full count pitch coming here to Barnett. Just got to get one more out here for the Tigers, and this one's going to be fouled. Another foul here, keeping the at-bat alive for a moment. Sims Valley is up on Eastern 3-0 and another foul ball. Trying to get that score update, and that is the score over in Beaver right now. 3-run lead for the Vikings. Back here where the count remains full. Houck's pitch as a swing and a miss. Out number 3. No runs for the Valley Indians, but they did have runners on second and third. We make it to the bottom of the first inning where the Tigers coming to bat. 0-0 is the score here on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
The Valley Indians were able to get a couple runners on base. However, no runs produced as we head into the bottom of the first inning here on Total Media Sports. And the Waverly Tigers getting ready to come up in a moment where Cage Alexander will lead off for Waverly. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, First National Bank, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. Hayden Milliken here with you for the second of two games we've been doing here in Tiger Town. The first game yesterday where Waverly knocked out Portsmouth West in their home conference opener and home opener 6-0. And now we're here tonight against Valley. And again, 0-0 the score for those just tuning in here in the bottom of the first inning. Waverly getting ready to come up to bat. A little bit of a staggered start here to this one. Took a little bit to get us going here. 5:30 just now the time. It was about a 20-minute delay in getting this game started, but able to do so. You can see some dark clouds, but still no rain, and hopefully it will hold for the remainder of the day. Tomorrow, not looking as good, though. There's Alexander, who is playing a shortstop tonight, coming up to bat, and of course, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast here, him and Cox switching infield positions tonight. Cage Alexander instead of playing at short instead of second base, and Caleb Cox will be playing at second instead of short. So there's the biggest change to note right there for the Waverly Tigers in the infield, and of course, different outfield altogether tonight. First pitch coming in a moment here to the left-hander, Cage Alexander. And here's the pitch, and it's going to be outside for ball one. Cage had himself a game last night, 2 for 4 from the plate, able to get a couple base hits, and both times he got on base was able to also secure the run home later. 1-1 the count. Alexander here is a freshman. He has some development here, and of course 3 more years with this kid possibly. And the 1-1 pitch coming, and this one is going to be popped over to, that's going to be to Powell and sends it to first base to Barnett for out number 1. Alexander comes up, gets a little bit of that one, and he is going to be out.
Number 24, Caleb Cox.
Cox coming up now. He's at second base tonight. Cox, another one for Waverly who looked good, especially again those first 2 innings where all of Waverly's runs came from. And the pitch coming to Cox, and this one is going to be a little high. One down already here for the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Nobody on base. This pitch is going to be, again, a bit high, 2-0. That one a little bit closer. Still 2 balls, no strikes here to Caleb Cox. 2-0 pitch and a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trying to get that one, maybe swung a little soon. Here comes a 2-1 pitch and another miss. Two coming to Cox, and this one is going to be a line drive over to the shortstop Cunningham, who gets it over to first base to Barnett for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 10, Hunter Houck.
Now the pitcher coming up to bat, Hunter Houck. 2 down already here for the Tigers. See what Houck can do here to avoid a 1-2-3 inning for Waverly. No one on base also here in the bottom of the first and scoreless. And that one's going to get the corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here to Hunter Houck. Pitching this one is going to be through the legs of the pitcher and going to go right down the middle. But are they going to be able to make the play at first? No. Houck will get to first base. Can't get the play off in time. And Hunter Houck will be on first with a single. Base hit for Hunter, and the first Waverly Tiger to get on base here tonight.
The catcher, number 4, Will Armstrong.
Armstrong coming up here, catcher. Armstrong also with a couple hits last night. With one on base, however, 2 outs. So not much breathing room here for the Tigers. And that was going to be just inside for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch coming here from Carson Powell, and it is going to be popped, and another miss there by Powell, and it looks like runner's going to make it to first and second. A base hit for Will Armstrong, 2 back-to-back base hits, and Hunter Houck is going to now be on second base. Houck advances, and Liam Cross coming up, the first baseman. 2 straight hits for the Waverly Tigers, puts 2 on base here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. First pitch coming here in a moment from Powell. And it is going to be low, nearly in the dirt there for ball 1. Catcher right out, able to reel that one in. 1 ball, no strikes to Liam Cross. 2 runners on base. Looks back, and here's the pitch. And it's going to be outside. 2-0 the count. One thing, if you're Valley, you don't want to give up a run right here. Give up a walk right here, should I say. You don't want to give up either. And to a pitch, this one's going to be fouled. 2-1. Two on the count to Liam Cross, the first baseman. Powell at the mound here, allowing 2 balls. That swing on it right there leads to a foul. And here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Head on it, 2-1.
Already halfway through the batting rotation as well here are the Waverly Tigers. The pitch is coming across 2-2, and this one is going to be in foul territory. Count remains 2-2. Two and a swing and a miss. And there is out number 3. Tigers able to get 2 base hits. However, no runs brought home in the inning. So as we head into the top of the second inning, we're all tied here scoreless. Valley nothing, Waverly nothing here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Waverly High School, Hayden Milliken here with you. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, Kirchhoff Automotive, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, First National Bank of Waverly, We also got Clinkers, Lumber, and Builder Supplies. So thank you to our sponsors. Still a couple score updates here from some other games we got going on the Total Media Sports broadcast schedule this evening. As Sims Valley in the third is up on Eastern 3-0. And Jackson in a conference contest up on Hillsboro 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. As we make it here to the top of the second here in Waverly, however, we are scoreless as 2 innings where neither the Indians of Valley or Waverly were able to bring in a run. Waverly in the last inning, there are a couple big base hits and a 2-out situation. However, with the lack of breathing room there, Waverly unable to bring one home as Nick Queen, the right fielder, coming in to bat for Valley. 2 Queens, as I mentioned a moment ago, for Valley. There's Tate Queen. He's in third in the lineup, and then near the bottom here is Nick Queen in the batting rotation. Only a few left on deck before we go back up top. Again, shout out to the great music selection here by the one and only Matt Snodgrass. And here's the pitch, and it is going to be called in for strike one. The 0-1 pitch from Howe coming, and that one's going to hit the dirt, and a wild pitch, 1-1. Continues to get a little darker and darker out here. Dark clouds coming through, no sign of any sort of precipitation, and another low pitch, 2-1.
8 o'clock, rain.
Trying to get this in here, of course. Later this evening, it's projected to rain a little bit. Try to get it in for then. And here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike here to Nick Queen. We'll go by first and last names with both the Queens here to avoid any confusion. And this one is going to be a little short, but it's going to be fair play, and they get it over across to first base for out number 1. Liam Cross reels it in, and 1 down for the Indians as Hunter Cunningham, the shortstop, comes up to bat.
Number 4, Cunningham.
Just got a little bit of that one, did Queen, but just enough for the play to be made. 1 down here in the top of the second inning, scoreless and nobody on base. Houck's pitch coming is going to be fouled. Saw Julian up here right next to me. I think he flinched with how close that foul ball was coming up here close to us. Of course, the net stopping it. And a reminder why we have nets. And there's going to be called strike. No balls, 2 strikes here to Hunter Cunningham. Off a foul ball and a called strike there. 0-2 pitch coming from Hunter Houck, already with 2 strikeouts, and make that 3. Houck gets 3 strikeouts and counting here in this one as he knocks down Cunningham, and Colin Green should be coming up, looks like.
Number 20,
Designated hitter.
Green.
Only 1 more left on deck here for Valley, that being Parker Robinson. And here's the pitch, and this one is going to be high up towards left field. Are they going to be able to make the play? And it is going to be caught by the center fielder Sparks for out number 3. No runs produced by the Valley Indians as we head into the bottom of the second inning with the Tigers coming up to bat here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegram.news.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here at Waverly High School, where the score is knotted up at 0 in the bottom of the second inning. And Eli Parker coming up to the bat, the DH for Waverly, seeing his first at-bat here in Tigertown this season. Didn't see any play time last night. Gunnar Myers was of course, there's Sawyer Myers out there on third tonight. Gunnar Myers was designated hitter yesterday. And here's the first pitch coming from Powell, and a swing and a miss by Parker. 0-1 the count. No ball and one strike. Starting to feel the breeze come in a little more as well. 0-1 pitch, another swing and a miss. Able to get him there off a curveball. No balls, 2 strikes to Eli Parker. 2 good pitches there by Carson Powell. And here's another one, and 3 strikes, and Parker's out. And there's a recorded strikeout for Carson Powell. Sawyer Myers coming in. Sawyer is at third base tonight. Pitch coming here to Sawyer, and this one is going to be just fair, and they're going to make the play at first. They do. It's going to be reeled in by Barnett for number 1. Sawyer Myers is out. And now coming up is going to be the left fielder, Lane Bear. Last time Bear was out, I believe, was when Waverly played Hillsboro at the VA Memorial Stadium. Now Bear at bat. Of course, he's been playing left field this evening. And the pitch coming to Bear, and this one's going to be swing and a miss. Strike 1. Already 2 down here for the Tigers. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be popped up high towards right field, and it is going to be caught for out number 3 for Nick Queen. So 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers as we head into the third inning. Score is scoreless. Valley nothing, Waverly nothing. Back in just a moment here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegram.news.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading in here to the top of the third inning with the Valley Indians getting ready to come back to bat. And a score update as the Sims Valley Vikings lead the Eastern Eagles 5-0 over in Beaver. Sims Valley able to rack on a couple more runs since last we checked. And at the bottom of the rotation, last one at the batting rotation, the second baseman, Parker Robinson, before we reset back to McNeil. Comes up to bat here for the Indians, and he is going to lead off the third inning. Pitch coming here for Hawkins, shaping up to bunt. It's going to be called strike 1. Trying to get a bunt here, maybe get on base. One pitch coming, and this one is going to drop just outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count now to Parker Robinson. As Hunter Houck gets the 1-1 pitch, it's going to be called strike two. It's that corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch coming, and it's going to be strike three, getting the corner again, and that is strikeout number 4 and counting for Hunter Houck.
The leadoff batter, number 30.
And Gabe McNeil coming in. Center fielder. Normally wears number 11, tonight is wearing number 30. Pitch coming here, and that one is going to be just a bit outside for ball 1 by Houck. One-0 pitch is going to be called in for strike 1. Gets in there, 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabe McNeil. Pitch coming, and this one is almost going to hit the dirt. Two balls, 1 strike, the count here. One already out here, and this one's going to go into left field. Is it going to be in play? And it is, and it's going to drop at the left field fence. And rounding over to second is Gabe McNeil, and he's going to go in with a double. Nice hit by McNeil, and it's going to put him on second base. And another hit here for the Indians.
Number 8.
As Rideout comes in, the catcher, Jacob Rideout, goes at the bat. Only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Again, runner on second. Houck looks over, pitch coming. And it is going to be out for ball 1. Another local score update. Rock Hill up over Guy Academy, 1-0. Here's a pitch, and this one's going to be popped up towards center field. And it is going to be caught for out number 2. Bringing in that out is going to be Mason Sparks.
Number
2 down for Valley.
Queen.
Tate Queen coming up to bat, 3rd baseman. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning, 1 on second. Pitch coming here by Houck, and this one's going to be fouled. 0-1. Pitch coming here. And it is going to be, here's the pitch, and it's going to be outside. Looks like sliding into 3rd and can't get it. And looks like it's going to be right there where McNeil is going to make it to 3rd base. Unable to reel it in, that'll be an error. Can't quite get that one in. So McNeil does safely advance to 3rd base and just around the corner again. Familiar situation here for Valley, unable to capitalize first time around. Comes the pitch to Queen, and a swing and a miss. And there is strike three, and that's going to be another strikeout for Houck. And 3 down here for the Valley Indians. Another close call, but unable to bring in a run as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we're still scoreless. Waverly nothing, Valley nothing here on Total Media Sports. Back in just a minute.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading in here to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wind's starting to blow a little bit. Looks like maybe towards the left. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here. Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, First National Bank, Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies of Waverly. Again, if you want to sponsor these broadcasts, not too hard to do. As Mason Sparks, just reach out to Total Media, and Mason Sparks coming up here to bat, and that's the bottom of the batting rotation for the Tigers. And I'm also going to take a look here. Mason Sparks at bat, and the pitch coming here. And as it comes in from Powell, and a swing and a miss. And there's going to be called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here to Sparks, the center fielder. Shaping up the butt, and there's going to be called strike 2. Oh and 2 the count here to Mason Sparks. Here comes the pitch again to Sparks, and this one's going to be a little high. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes the count, and this one is going to hit the dirt. Wild pitch, 2-2. Two pitch coming from Carson Powell. And there is going to be strike 3. Second strikeout here for Powell.
The shortstop, number 1, Cage Alexander.
Now going back to the top of the rotation with Cage Alexander. He's 0 for 1. Got a grounder in the last at-bat, but was tagged out at first base. Not able to bring it in. And Alexander here again up to bat. Alexander playing shortstop tonight again, as we mentioned before. Pitch going to be a little outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Cage. Pitch coming, and that one's going to go out too. 2-0. A little bit of a rough pitch there by Powell. Almost hit Alexander as well. He backed out and got out of reach when continuing to pick up here a little bit. 2-0 pitch coming, and this one is going to be ball 3. Wonder if the wind's also maybe playing a little bit of a factor right now. 3 balls, no strikes here to Cage Alexander. Pitch coming, and it's going to be strike 1. Alexander thought he was going to be able to get a walk there, but they call it in. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 pitch coming to Alexander from Powell, and foul. Full count. Gusting through right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes here in the 3rd inning. And here's the pitch coming, and this one is going to be grounded towards right field, and it's going to be tagged out where Powell is able to make the play. Good hustle play to get Cage Alexander out. Powell taking action right there into his own hands, managing to get Cage out as Caleb Cox comes up to bat for Waverly. One down here. Well, one down here. Two down, 2 outs. Two already down here in the bottom of third, and that one nearly hits him. Steps out for ball one. Couple close calls here. I can tell you, taking a ball that fast would not feel good. And that's going to be popped back and fouled. One and one. Pitch coming from Carson Powell. Curves down, and it's going to be strike two. One ball, 2 strikes. And it looks like this one is going to be towards the shortstop, towards second base, should I say. Gets it over to first, and Barnett makes the play. And 3 outs, and there goes the inning for the Waverly Tigers as we now get ready to head into the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless here. Valley nothing, Waverly nothing. Back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here in Tiger Town as we've made it to the top of the 4th inning with the Valley Indians coming up to bat. And a little bit of a score update here, and I believe this is in the 3rd inning. Jackson is leading Hillsboro now in that conference contest 3-0. We had another score update from earlier, but for those who missed it, it's now top of the 4th inning. Sims Valley leading Eastern Beaver by a score of 5-zip. Also underway in the Total Media Sports region, you got Rock Hill up 1-0 over Guy Academy. But a few games of local interest there to give some score updates for. Got some streams going for those as well. You want to bounce over there and see one of those. Those are also on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. And Carson Powell, the pitcher, coming up to bat here for Valley. As Hauk here at the mound, the ace for the Tigers. And here's the pitch. And this one going to be a little outside for ball one. Bringing in 5 strikeouts here has Hunter Haug. Great performance at the mound here at home. 1-0 count. A little outside still, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here. Pitch coming to Powell, and this one's going to be fly ball in the right field, and it's going to be reeled in for out number 1 by Tegan Hurt. 1 down for the Indians, 1 out.
Number 6.
Here in the top of the 4th. Barnett coming up to bat now, the first baseman. Wind continuing to pick up here. No rain. But still, we know some will be coming a little later this evening. Already made it a good bit of the way through this contest. Very fast-paced game, may I add. And the pitch coming here. And it is going to be just a bit low here, ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. One-0 to Barnett. And there's going to be strike 1. Called strike. 1-1 the count. And here comes Hauk's pitch. And it is going to be fouled. One ball, two strikes the count. Here comes Hauk's pitch, and it is going to be a little bit high. Going to be called ball two. Close one there, but it's just a bit high, 2-2. Pitch coming, and this one's going to be fouled again. Count will stand at 2-2. Two pitch coming here. One out for the Indians. No one on base. Top of the fourth inning. And pitch coming, and this one is going to be, looks like it's going to be foul, but they might try to make a play on it. Can't. The ball drops. Another foul. Trying to hustle to reel that one in, but will just be called foul ball. 2-2, still the count here. To the first baseman, Nolan Barnett. See what Waverly can do here. And the count is full. Got it low, curves low, and it's going to be full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be, looks like a wild pitch, trying to make it towards first. Overthrows it. Oh, nice leaping catch, but they are going to say he's safe at first. So Barnett able to get on the first base, but a great leaping catch here by Liam Cross. Nick Queen coming up to bat, right fielder. Valley able to get one on base. A bit of a wacky play there. Still only one out, too, for Valley. And this one's going to be right towards third base, but it's going to go through the hands of, that's going to be through the hands of Myers. And looks like we got 2 runners on base. A single there is going to be from Nick Queen. And Barnett is going to move up to second.
Number 4, Cunningham.
Cunningham coming up to bat, shortstop. Now Hunter Cunningham steps up. Two productive at-bats for Valley, puts 2 on base here at the top of the 4th. Here's a pitch. This is going to be bunted up and high for a foul. Goes back. 0-1 the count. Shaping up the bunt here. Trying to get a bases loaded situation, looks like. Or maybe at the very least a sacrifice. Got a little bit of breathing room to do that. Cunningham steps out here. It looks like we have ourselves a pinch runner coming in. As coming in for the pinch runner is going to be, as coming into pinch run, see if we can get a number out there. That is 24 out. It's going to be Zebler. I believe it is Zeber. Kason Zeber is now up here. Pinch running in as Barnett will go back into the dugout. And Nick Queen on first base. Pitch coming, this one's going to be fouled. 0-2. First time here tonight that Valley goes into the dugout and digs out someone we've yet to see. Case and Zebra on second. And the pitch coming, swing and a miss, and Zebra trying to make it to third, and he's going to be tagged. They're going to say he is, they're saying he's safe. And runners will advance as well, as we got Nick Queen on second. But another out.
Designated hitter, number 20, Green.
Two outs here. They do mark him out there. So, and here's the pitch coming. That was going to be outside for ball one. That was going to be a little low. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes here. Runners on second and third. It looks like Coach Knob coming out here to regroup with Hauk. Doesn't look like they're making a change yet, looks like, but talking things out right now with him. A few balls called here, so time to regroup and get everything situated. Just getting everything lined up here. Talking things out, just get everybody back on the same page here. 0-0 the score here in the top of the 4th inning. Runners on second and third. Discussing things here. And regrouping back up here, as Knob will make his way back to the dugout here in a moment. He steps back over, just talking things out. Armstrong again, the catcher. You've seen him going up there as well. Will Armstrong. Green steps back up to the plate. The count. Pitch coming to Green, and this one's going to be popped up and recovered by Hauk, and the playmate at first base. And does he get it? And are they going to say he is safe? Close one there to Liam Cross at first base. However, and a run looks like a run might score as well for Valley. And regrouping again, talking things over. Not really sure what this is about. Looks like I got another pinch runner coming in, as Logan Howard is now at first base for Valley. Another pinch situation here, but here at the mound talking things over, and looks like we might have something going on here. Can't tell if they're going for a pitch and change. Talking about whether or not that was out. They're going to say safe. Talk things over, trying to figure that one out, but it is going to be ruled safe. So the drive continues here for Valley. Parker Robinson up here to bat again. So that does make the score 1-0. Valley with the lead. And there's going to be pop foul. 0-1. Valley able to produce a run here and take the lead over Waverly. Taking 4 innings for a run to be produced for either side.
Number 5, Robinson.
As the count is 0-1 to Parker Robinson, second baseman. Runners on first and second. And here comes the pitch. It'll be curveball for called strike. 0-2. calls time. Robinson going to step back in here. Again, no balls, 2 strikes the count here to Parker Robinson. Here's the pitch by Houck to try to close this one out. And it is going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Hunter Houck. However, the Valley Indians are able to bring in a run and get a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 4th inning here on Total Media Sports with the Waverly Tigers coming up to bat.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Valley able to produce a run here in the 4th inning, and the Waverly Tigers now up to bat. 1-0 is the score with Valley on top. I'd like to thank our sponsors here: Quick Stop Lube and Tire, First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies of Waverly. Now the score update, Jackson appears to be up now. I believe it was 5-0 over Hillsboro. Going to pull that one up again. The Ironman playing over there in a big local Scioto Valley area region game, FAC contest. Jackson leading 4-0 over Hillsboro. There's the score. Some other scores in the region here still. Rock Hill still up over Guy Academy, 1-0. And over in Beaver right now, the score is still Sims Valley 5, Eastern 0, heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. So score update as Hunter Houck makes his way to bat for Waverly, getting back to the action at hand here and leading off the bottom of the 4th. And this one's going to be popped back, and looks like Hunter Houck may be able to get to first, but can he make it in time? And they're going to say Houck is safe. Base hit for Hunter Houck.
The catcher, number 4, Will Armstrong.
Armstrong coming up now, catcher, and pitcher gets a base hit, and now here comes the catcher. Down 1-0 with a runner on base. Pitch coming, shaping up the bunt here. Can't get all of it. That's going to be clipped. And that's going to be 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch coming, going to be outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes the pitch, shaped up again here, looks like. Ooh, going back over to first. Houck thinking about it, perhaps. Bringing the pressure here, and here's a 1-1 pitch coming. Looks back, and this one's going to be in the right field, and it's going to be actually no foul. That one going to go into foul territory, not fair. 1-2. There goes 1-2 pitch and throwing it over to first. Houck's safe. And you hear the Waverly dugout continue to get louder and louder here with no outs and 1-2 the count. And this one is going to be fair by Armstrong, and looks like Houck is going to make it to second, and a base hit by Will Armstrong. 2 back-to-back base hits for Waverly. No outs here. As coming up next is going to be Liam Cross.
The first baseman.
Now I'm talking things over with him.
Liam.
Two runners on bases on first and second. Looks like we might have a pinch runner coming in. Yes, we do have a pinch runner coming in.
Pinch running for the Tigers, number 34, Dylan Leith.
Dylan Leith coming in as a pinch runner for Waverly. So now it's going to be Hauk on second and Leith on first. Again, no outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0 the score, Valley on top. Powell's pitch is going to be called in for strike one. No balls, one strike. It was going to be curveball, strike two. No balls, two strikes. Call here, Liam Cross at the plate. Powell looks over here, and here comes the pitch. Ooh, call time. They quite just about to step out there and call in time in the nick of time. Comes into the pitch to Liam Cross. It's going to be high. Ball one. One, two, the count. Pitch coming and 2-2. They're saying it was just a bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here for the Tigers at the moment. 2 on base. Pitch coming, and this one's going to be popped back and fouled. They might make a play on it and can't. Count remains 2-2. And it is starting to rain a little bit. Here comes the drizzle. Still playing through it. Made it this far. 4 innings. Nothing heavy here. Just a little light rain at the moment. They said it might not come until around 8 o'clock. And the weatherman wrong again. Heading all the way out towards center field. Going to be able to make the play. They do. So 1 down for the Tigers. Runner still on first and second.
The designated hitter, number 14.
Designated hitter Eli Parker coming in. Not letting the rain deter them at the moment. 1 down for the Tigers. Heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be towards third base. And they're going to be able to make the play all the way down, and they grab it. But is he going to be called safe at the plate? Yes. Bases are loaded. And a base hit by the DH. Runners on first, second, and third.
Number 8, Braylon Spriggs.
Braylon Spriggs coming up now, pinch hitting. Spriggs seeing a little bit of action here after all. Spriggs pitched the entire contest yesterday against West. As Knob talking to him before he goes up. No pressure at all, only 1 out in your first at-bat and your first play time in this one. Coming in and down by 1 run as well. As stepping in here, talking things over at the mound as well. One down here for the Tigers. Bases loaded. And the pitch to Spriggs is a swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls, one strike to Spriggs. And that one's going to be a little low but in for strike two. Close one right there. 0-2 the count to Spriggs. And here's the pitch. And this one's going to go down the middle. And it looks like it's going to bring a run home. But look at that. That don't count, no. They're saying they was out at first, so it is going to remain 1-0. And looks like heading into the fifth inning. Close one right there. Very close call for Waverly, may I add. Not counting, though. 1-0 the score, heading into the top of five. Here on Total Media Sports, back in a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, a telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here in the fifth inning, and looks like Waverly didn't, of course, they couldn't get that run in. Of course, they did have a run come home, however, it didn't count. A very close play at first base was out number 3. So they did count that as an out. And Waverly here warming up here for a moment. And rain's starting to come in a little bit. And again, not a heavy rain, but still enough here, a little light drizzle. Not calling it off here as we've already made it this far ahead. 5 innings in, and the score 1-0. Valley does keep their 1-0 lead over Waverly, getting out of a very tight situation, may I add, with bases loaded. And coming up, Matt McNeil as we go back to the top of the rotation for Valley. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, First National Bank, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. Center fielder McNeil coming up here again. See what Valley can do, up by 1 here in the fifth. The pitch coming from Houck, and it is going to be outside for ball 1. A little low there. One over the count here to Gabe McNeil. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be a little low again, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Houck's pitch coming, and this one is going to be called in for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Coming from McNeil, and this is going to be fouled. Even count, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the fifth inning. No outs here. Top of the fifth just starting. No one on base. And that's going to be called strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Hunter Houck.
Number 8, right out.
And right out stepping up to bat for Valley. Again, we just got back to the top of the rotation, now to the second batter on the batting rotation, shaking right out the catcher. See if I can get some score updates here as well. Trying to keep up to date on those. Still 5-0 Sims Valley over Eastern. And still, Jackson now taking a 10-0 lead over Hillsboro in the fourth. That one might end in a mercy rule situation over there. And that one is going to be 1 ball, no strikes. Right out and bat, going to be low again. Drops low into the dirt here for ball 2. Nobody on base for Valley. Getting a little rainy here. 2-0 pitch coming. And it is going to be popped up and fouled. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 to right out. Pitch coming. This one's going to be, way overthrown. And that's going to be ball 3. 3-1 the count, 2 right out. Overthrew that one. And the pitch coming by Houck, and this one's going to be a fly ball into left field, and it is going to be caught by Bear for out number 1.
Number 19, Tate Queen.
Correction, that was out number 2. Apologies about that. Pitch coming here, and it is going to be ball 1 to Tate Queen, the third baseman. Houck has 7 strikeouts here tonight, may I add. For those keeping count at home, the count continues to pile up for him. Had a couple innings where didn't have as many, but still looking good overall is Hunter Houck here tonight. And that one's going to be in for called strike. 1-1. A lot of people watching right now on the live stream. Got the live chat going. Whoever side you're cheering for, you can root for them here in the live chat as well. 3 balls, 1 strike. I check that sometimes. Of course, I get caught up in the game every now and again, but I try to make an effort to do so. 3-1 the count, and full count. Just getting the corner. That was a close one. And the count is full, 3-2. And I believe Houck has not walked anybody yet. Full count here, and swing and a miss. And that's strike 3, and out number 3. And strikeout number 8 for Hunter Houck. No runs here as we have the 5th inning stretch here on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment with Valley up 1-0.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And back here in Waverly, where Valley has a 1-0 lead over the Waverly Tigers here in the 5th inning. And Tigers getting ready to come up here to bat again, trailing by that 1 run. A close call in the last inning. Waverly was very close to getting one. However, it was a very close play at first base for the out. So that's where we are right now. One more time, thank you to our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, Kirchhoff Automotive, Clinkers Lumber Builders Supplies, First National Bank of Waverly, Bakken Hornback Funeral Home. So continuing to keep updated with some local scores here. Temperature also starting to drop as well. Thankfully up here in the press box, and there's a heater up here, so staying nice and toasty up here. Lane Bear coming up to bat, the left fielder for the Tigers. And score still 10-0 Jackson over Hillsboro. And looking over here for this score update, it is still 5-0 Sims Valley over Eastern. That one is in the bottom of the 6th inning and reaching home stretch. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be popped towards third base. Bear trying to make it over, but will he make it in time? No, it is going to be reeled in by Barnett for out number 1. Bear up, Bear down, and Mason Sparks up to bat. And Rock Hill leads Gaia Academy 1-0. So some Total Media Sports Stream updates there for you. Pitch is coming, and a swing and a miss by Sparks. Called strike. Pitch coming from Powell. It's going to be called strike 2. Good pitch there by Powell. Drops just in. 0-2 the count. Only 1 out. And that was going to be a little high. Ball 1. Pitch coming. That's going to drop a little low, too. 2-2. Count is even. Pitch is coming, and full count. Was 0-2. Now it's full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Mason Sparks. And Sparks going to get a little bit of this one, but looks like they're going to try to make the play at first. They do before you get another out. Another play over to Barnett from Powell.
Number 1, Cage Alexander.
And Sparks is out as Cage Alexander, who is 0-for-2 tonight, comes up to bat for Waverly. See if he can turn his luck around. And rain still pouring in here. Temperature dropping again a little bit. And wind dying down, though, a little. Just cold temperatures at this point. And as you can tell, it's getting a little darker with these rain clouds. And a pitch there, a little outside, 1-0. One-0 pitch coming from Powell, and that one almost hits Cage. 2-0. Still 1-0, no one on base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Waverly trailing 1-0. Pitch coming, going to be a curve, and it's going to be called ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch coming, and it's going to be called strike. Just gets in. 3 balls, 1 strike to Cage Alexander. Pitch coming, and a swing and a miss. Full count. Alexander steps out in another full count situation here for the Tigers with 2 down already. And here's the full count pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Cage Alexander strikes out to retire the inning. Still no runs reeled in for the Waverly Tigers. And heading into the top of the 6th inning, Valley leads 1-0 here on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Top of the sixth inning, where the Valley Indians getting ready to come up to bat again with a 1-0 lead over the Waverly Tigers. Waverly unable to get anything in there. A couple close calls, I guess, but almost getting on base. Almost a walk there for Cage Alexander, but still swing and a miss leads to out number 3. And looks like we got Carson Powell, the pitcher, coming back in. As Hauk's still here at the mound. Play a little bit of Sweet Caroline here. I'd sing, but believe me when I say no one here wants to hear that. And the pitch coming, and this one is going to be a line drive, and it's going to just be out. Close one there at the line, but just going over for a foul. 0-1 the count. No balls, one strike. This is going to be popped up in another foul. We can go all the way towards the bullpen back there. 0-2 the count. As Barnett waiting on deck. And here comes Hawks. 0-2 pitch. And it is going to be towards first base. They're going to be able to make the play. They do for out number 1. As making that play there, Liam Cross. And a first out recorded on the inning for Valley. As Nolan Barnett comes in, the first baseman. Trying to stop Valley from doing any more damage here. The pitch coming from Barnett, and this one's going to be long fly ball in the right field, and it is going to be reeled in by Hurt for out number 2.
Number 3, Nick Queen.
That one had some hang time to it, but it is going to be reeled in second out of the inning, just like that, and Nick Queen up to bat. Two down here for the Indians in the top of the 6th. No one on base. Hawks pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 the count. Pitch coming. Another miss. 0-2. One strike away here from retiring the inning if they can get it. The Hawks 0-2 pitch is going to be another swing and miss. 1-2-3 inning, and heading into the bottom of the 6th inning with the Waverly Tigers coming to bat. Score is Valley 1, Waverly nothing here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading here into the bottom of the sixth inning where the Valley Indians have a 1-0 lead over the Waverly Tigers. Hayden Milliken here with you in Tigertown. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, First National Bank, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. Opportunities for the Tigers here, only a couple left for them, trailing here by one. See what Waverly can do here in the sixth inning. Of course, also playing Knob's favorite song of choice here, Stevie Wonder. I don't think it's a Waverly home game without playing that song at this point. As we got some final scores starting to pour in from around the area as well.
Leading off for the Tigers.
Current score right now over in Eastern is 6-0. Sims Valley with the lead. And I believe Jackson may have already closed it off against Hillsborough. They have. Final score over there, Jackson wins by 10-run mercy rule, 10-0 over Hillsborough. As Caleb Cox up to bat for the Tigers. Powell's pitch coming, and ooh, they hit him. And there's a hit by pitch. One pitch, and right away, Cox makes it to first base with a hit by pitch. And now here comes Hunter Houck. The Hawkman coming up to bat. One on base, no outs. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, Valley up 1-0 over the Waverly Tigers. And looking over here first, slides back. Thinking about it. And once again, the Waverly dugout getting vocal here again. And here's the pitch. That was going to be a little low and into the dirt. Quick response, though, by Rideout. Here comes the pitch, and that was going to be called in for a strike. Count is 1-1. The pitch coming to Hunter Houck, and this one is going to be in for strike two. Trailing by one in the bottom of the sixth inning here. The 1-2 pitch coming in a moment from Powell. And Hawk taking time out. Still raining out here. People with the umbrellas, and here's the pitch. And this one is going to be a line drive, and it is going to drop. Hunter Houck makes it to first base, and Caleb Cox makes it to second.
The catcher, number 4.
And Will Armstrong coming up to bat. 2 runners on base for the Tigers. No out here. Lucky drop there for Houck. The rain's starting to pick up here a little bit, coming down a little bit harder, but getting close here. In the 6th inning, shaping up the bunt is Armstrong, and it's fouled back. It looks like moving up, and they got time to do it, and they do so. Runners advance to 3rd and 2nd, respectively, as Cox and Houck move up. A little bit of a staggered start there, but they were able to advance bases. Pass ball there. Has the tying run on 3rd base now. Oh, and 1. Actually, it should be 1-1, I believe. To Armstrong. Either way, here comes the pitch. And this one is going to be into the dirt for a called ball. Now it is 1-1. And the pitch coming, and this one is going to be popped back and fouled again. 1-2, the count to Armstrong. No outs here for the Tigers. A little bit of breathing room here. Again, tying run is at 3rd. Here comes the pitch, and another foul ball. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes to Will Armstrong. Here comes the pitch by Carson Powell, and now we're going to be out for ball 2. So he comes back into the box. Again, the count here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And there's out number 1. As now Liam Cross stepping up to the plate for the Tigers here. Big situation here for Waverly. 1-0 the score with runners on 2nd and 3rd base. All Waverly needs to do is try to get at least 1 home here to tie this one up. Close and manageable situation here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the first pitch from Powell, and it's going to be fouled. 0-1. And I believe, of course, I could be wrong, that's only the 3rd or 4th strikeout here for Powell tonight a moment ago. A lot of big plays being made in the Waverly infield, a couple outfield plays as well, producing a majority of the outs. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Cross, and this is going to be fouled again, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Liam Cross batting for Waverly. And waiting on deck is going to be, so we got, should be Parker at this point. Looks going to be Tegan Hurton up next. In the pitch coming from Powell, and looks like it's going to be fouled again. Count stays 0-2.
Enjoy the moment, Liam.
Again, only 1 out here, but the count remains here 0-2. A long at bat here for Liam Cross. And the pitch coming from Powell, and this one is going to be fouled. Pops up, but is going to be in foul territory still. 0-2 remains the count. As these balls continue to pour in. Imagine having foul ball cleanup duty right now all the way out there. Definitely an unenviable task. And once again, the 0-2 pitch to Liam Cross coming. Here it is, and Cross going to foul it again.
Good at bat, buddy.
The at-bat remains alive for a moment here. Coach now telling him to settle down. 0-2 the count. And here's once again the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be called strike three. The fourth strikeout for Carson Powell. As coming up now is going to be Eli Parker. Split between him and Tegan Hurt, but it is going to be Eli Parker, the designated hitter up.
Let's go, Eli.
Eli Parker actually got a base hit last time he was up. 2 down, though, for the Tigers. Tying run at third base with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. And that one going to be called ball 1. Close encounter right there. Nearly hit him. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And this one's going to drop in, curveball, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Valley just trying to hold on and get out of the inning. High pressure situation here as Parker steps out. Again, runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 the score. Valley on top. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Powell, and it's fouled. Count remains 0-2. Actually, yep, 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch coming, and there's strike 3, and the Valley Indians able to get out of another high-pressure inning there as we head into the top of the 7th inning. The Valley Indians coming up to bat with a 1-run lead, 1-0 here on Total Media Sports. Back in just a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading in here to the top of the 7th inning where the Valley Indians have a 1-0 lead over the Waverly Tigers. And, well, Valley up here to bat one more time. A 1-run lead, as we said a moment ago. And a very close inning once again as Waverly had the tying run on third base. Couple long at-bats there. The suspense continued to dwindle, but however, Valley was able to close it out. So, one more chance here, of course, for the Waverly Tigers coming up in the bottom of the 7th. The biggest thing right now for the Tigers is assuring that no more damage is done here already. Of course, Valley has had this 1-0 lead dangling over them for quite a while now. Score update real quick. Sims Valley currently up on Eastern by a score of 9-0 for those wondering over in Beaver. As coming up to bat next for the Valley Indians is going to be Hunter Cunningham. Shortstop for the Indians. And Houck here at the mound again. Hunter Houck has 8 strikeouts here as I've got it on the evening. And here's pitch and foul. Oh, 1 the count. No balls, 1 strike to Cunningham. And here comes Houck's pitch, and it's going to drop outside, 1-1. Pitch coming to Cunningham. This one's going to pop up. Are they going to be able to make the play at right field? They do. Out number 1, reeled in by Tegan Hurt. 1 down for the Indians, 2 to go. As Colin Green steps up for Valley again.
Number 20, Green.
Green, the designated hitter. And there's the pitch. It looks like they're got a little bit of a swing on it, and it's going to be 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Houck, and another swing and a miss. One down here already in the top of the 7th inning. Another pitch, and this is going to be a little high. 1-2. A 1-2 pitch coming, and say it's in, and that's strikeout number 9 for Hunter Houck.
Number 5, Robinson.
Parker Robinson coming in now, second baseman. Back to the bottom of the rotation. Should he get on base, McNeil will be waiting at deck. And here's Houck's pitch. And that's going to be called strike 1, and a strong pitch there by Hunter Houck. Oh, 1 the count. Pitch, and just in the corner, 0-2. Close one right there. No balls, 2 strikes. And 1 strike away here. And it is going to be strike 3. And that is strikeout number 10 for Hunter Houck. 2 big back-to-back strikeouts for him to retire the side for Valley. And the Waverly Tigers coming up to bat here, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Big opportunity here for Waverly when we come back on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Last call here for the Waverly Tigers. The Valley Indians up 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Waverly Tigers coming up to bat again. Real quick, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, First National Bank, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Kershaw Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. As Braylon Spriggs comes up to bat for the 2nd time this evening for the Tigers, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Again, trailing by 1. The Tigers need a run to keep it alive here in this one. Could be the last call for Waverly. And a hit by pitch again. Deja vu, as once again the inning opens up with a hit by pitch. Happened in the last inning as well. And just like that, Braylon Spriggs is on first base. And now here comes Lane Bear.
Number 7, Lane Bear.
One runner on base. No outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This point looks like Barry is going to get ready to bunt here, thinking about it. And here's the pitch, and they're going to get it in for strike 1. Bear trying to get a little bit of that one, can't get it. 0-1 the count. Just taking time here, talking things over with Coach Knob for a second. You have one runner here on first base. And pitch runner coming in.
Number 35, Drez Bolin.
And Drez Bolin coming in as the pinch runner. As Spriggs comes out and Bolin comes in. And now he's going to be on first base. Count is 0-1 here to Lane Bear. And here comes the 0-1 pitch in a second from Powell. And he looks in. Here we go. Line up to bunt again, and strike 2. 2 missed bunt opportunities. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes to Lane Bear, no outs. With 1 on base in the bottom of the 7th, down by 1. Pitch coming, and that one's going to be low. And trying to get it back to Spriggs, to Bolin, should I say, at first. And Bolin does slide in just in time. That was actually a close one over at first base, but Bolin able to get back in. And that's going to be 1-2 the count. Pitch coming, and this one's going to be popped up into right field, and it is going to be in for out number 1. It'll be caught over in the right field by Nick Queen.
Number 12.
1 down for the Tigers as Mason Sparks comes to bat and back to the bottom of the rotation. The center fielder coming up. Again, 1 on base as Drez Bolin, the pinch runner there. The rain picking up. There's 1 out, and this one's going to be fouled. Made it this far. You know, had to ride it out in the rain. 0-1 the count to Sparks. There's a pitch, and this one is going to be low, and a play again to Bolin at first. And again, marked safe. 2 close calls in a row by Drez Bolin. He's feeling it, just can't get anything done. And now I'm talking things over here with Sparks for a second. 1-1 is the count right now to Mason, the center fielder. Line it up here. Ooh, looking back again to Bolin. He keeps trying it. And the 1-1 pitch coming to Mason Sparks. And now he's shaping up to bunt. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. The count here to Mason Sparks. Throwing it over to first, and Bolin's still safe. Rain getting harder and harder out here. But holding in there for the time being. It's not super heavy rain, but still it's coming down at a decent speed right now. And a 1-2 pitch is going to be popped up and low, and an opportunity for Bolin here to get the second.
There he is, Sparky.
And Bolin now at second base off that wild pitch. Pass ball, and Drez Bolin now makes it to second base. He's been trying it, and he gets a lucky break. Now runner on second with 1 out. It's 2-2 the count to Mason Sparks. And the pitch coming here from Powell as he looks over in just a moment. And the pitch from Powell is going to be a swing and a miss. Looks like actually it's going to be ball and no tag at first base. Nonetheless, talking things over to Fred, and he is out. Cage Alexander coming in 2 down for Waverly, regardless of what happened there. I believe it was a strike that went for a desperation tag. So it was indeed the case. So correction there, as again we got Bolin at second. Cage Alexander at bat with 2 down for Waverly and trailing 1-0. This one's going to be low, ball 1, curveball. Looking over here, Bolin already was trying to get to, took him a while to get to second, trying to steal that before he was able to do so. And foul ball there for Alexander, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alexander coming in. And here comes Powell's pitch. That was going to be outside. Two, 1. Two balls, 1 strike. The count to Cage Alexander. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be out, ball 3.
Be smart, 1.
3-1 the count here. Can't take any risks or any chances right now. 2 outs for the Tigers. And the 3-1 pitch coming. And they're going to say it's in. It's the corner, full count. Now with a runner on second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And the pressure is on right now for Cage Alexander. Bolin at second base. As Powell looks over, the full count pitch to Alexander is going to be ball 4.
The second baseman, number 24.
As Caleb Cox comes in.
Cox.
Runners now on first and second. Alexander on first, Bolin at second base. At the very least, tying runs at second, but 2 outs. Here comes Carson's pitch to Cox, and then it's going to be a swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Carson Powell. Oh, 1 the count. And this one's going to be another miss. 0-2. 2 back-to-back pitches there. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking in the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled back. Keeping the at-bat alive for a moment. 0-2 the count right now to Caleb Cox. And steps out, calls time. As Powell steps off the mound. Houck warming up on deck. 2 outs though. An 0-2 the count. And the pitch from Powell. The 0-2 pitch is going to be low. Ball 1. Pitch, and this one's going to be another foul ball. 1-2 the count. To say the pressure is on right now is an understatement. Runners on first and second. 2 outs for the Tigers. Here's a 1-2 pitch by Powell. And this one's going to be in the right field, and it is going to be caught. The Valley Indians win here tonight 1-0 over the Waverly Tigers. And Waverly will move to 1-2 in the SOC 3, as bringing in that out is going to be Parker Robinson. So the Valley Indians pick up a win here tonight over Waverly. Waverly wants to move to 2-3 on the season. A close one here tonight. However, Valley had that one run over them, and Waverly was just unable to respond. On the bright side, though, 10 strikeouts for Hunter Houck. And as the rain continues to pour down here, that's going to do it here for us this evening. For our cameramen, we got Julian Villarreal, and we've also got Daniel Schumacher. This is Hayden Milliken saying good night and God bless.
Thanks for watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.